and I am here bringing you some Magic, and today I'm going to be going over the current deck list that I'm using for Hall of Champions, since a lot of you guys were like, Daisho, what are you doing? You're stupid. You shouldn't be running the deck that way. Actually, I haven't changed the lands. Maybe I need to do that. But anyway, I moved it more towards a mid-rangey or kind of a late-game deck, and we'll see how it works out. I played one game with it, and I managed to win, so that was nice. I got it still left in the Pride Mages. These things are awesome. I mean, they're 2/2s for 2. They have Exalted. They destroy artifacts or enchantments when you need them to. It's just a really powerful creature, and there's really no reason to drop it. Martial Coup. I mean, sometimes I'll get to 7 mana. Sometimes I'll just need some chump blockers, or Sublime Archangel will help with it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This thing's obviously still in because it's ridiculous and it just wins you the game. I dropped this guy in here to help me out with some of the to stem some of the bleeding, and just actually kill some people, kill some creatures and stuff. Anyway, Rock's War Monk. This thing's awesome. I mean, it's got lifelink. I only dropped 2 of them in there because it's gonna be hard to actually play this guy on 3 in this kind of deck. I left these Dauntless Escorts in, tossed in the Kasali Ambusher. I figured that just being able to play a 2/3 with Reach might be useful, and I can probably play it for free because I'm going to have a Forest and a Plains out, and they're going to be attacking me. Tossed in the Pariahs, left in all the Bant Charms. I'm playing this card. Apparently it's really good because there's something you can do. You can do like Rafik or Sublime Archangel for 7 mana, so it's often enough just going to be 7 mana win the game. Knight of New Alara, still sweet. Leonin Armor Guard I tossed in. Not sure if I should have done that, but I don't know. I mean, there wasn't too much else that was really good for this type of deck. Maybe I should be playing Sigil Blessing instead, or I don't know. I took out the Behemoth Sledges. They're pretty slow. Maybe I should just be running like Ivory Mask, and maybe this thing. I don't know. I was also considering running these Skyward Eye Prophets just to draw me extra cards. A couple of Archangels. These things are awesome. Resto, Battle Grace, and then both the Finest Hours. People were complaining so much that I didn't have the Finest Hours in the first video, but then I think I I added them in by the second one, but I didn't upload it until a couple days later. Left in both the Gleam of Resistances to go fetch some stuff, and then I have this top end. I'm not really sure if I need it or if it's the best top end. I don't know. I mean, protection from all colors. This kind of seems like a pretty stabilizing play. Like once you drop it, it's going to be hard to lose. I actually think the mana's fine. I don't really want to change much. All right, let's do it. Let us destroy some noobs. Beat some good players, maybe? Nah, maybe. I don't know. The deck, I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. It's still, to me, it seems kind of slow for a deck that doesn't really do anything as powerful as a lot of the other decks, but I mean, then again, it does have like some really sweet mythics, and I mean, that's something that it randomly has, whereas a deck like Firewave, which isn't that fast, just doesn't really have much of an end game. It's kind of just like, well, it's not that fast and it's also not that powerful. This one, I mean, it's got some cool things going with it. All right, let's go. Let's battle, sir. Let us battle. Or not. I mean, if you don't want to battle, that's cool. It's not cool with me. You have to fight me. Fight me. Gah. Alright. Find a new game. Liquid Man. You won't disappoint me, right, Liquid Man? Is this the person from Ivory Mask? No. Really? God, this is just annoying and frustrating. It takes so long to jump into games. I complain about it so often, but it's worth complaining about. Alright, so we got some lands. I'm just going to keep it. I have Gleam of Resistance. He's mulliganing already. God. And he's gone. You mold a 6 and then you leave? I gotta play. Almost thought we had a game there. Like, I just don't understand that. You can mulligan to 5 and still win games. 4 and 3 is pretty tough, but alright, this hand's actually pretty sweet. The annoying thing is, Actually, never mind. I'm just going to lead with Forest and Plains, then Kasali Pride Mage. But it would be kind of annoying if I had to lead with this, go get an island, and then I couldn't play this thing till turn 3. But it doesn't really look like I have a turn 3 play anyway, so... Oh, of course now I drew that. Okay, well... I guess, actually, I could have dropped a Plains this turn, and then if I had drawn an island, then I wouldn't have had to play the Terramorphic until after I drop Rock Swarmonk. But, well. Rock Swarmonk's pretty good against that deck. Ooh, Pariah. Not very good against that deck, but definitely an interesting card. I mean, if he's playing the Wee Dragonauts version or the Kiln Fiend version, then it'll be pretty sweet. Alright, so he's got nothing. He could easily just counter the first thing I play, which kind of makes me want to just drop this Pride Mage instead. Because there's a very high chance that he's got a Thoughtbind or a Cancel. Or a Remand or a Memory Lapse. Okay, he's just going to Electrolyze it. Fair enough. Pretty good turn for him. He just gets to 2-for-1 me and be on his merry way. And now he's going to easily be able to just counter this Rock Swarmonk. But, I mean, I could play that instead. Alright, maybe he just doesn't have a counter in hand. I guess that's a possibility. Or he's got a removal spell. Also reasonable. So, I mean, it's not going great here, but at the same time, like, if I can resolve my Finest Hour, then all I really have to do is just drop a creature. And there are a lot of creatures in this version of the deck. I think I'm going to go with the Rock Swarmonk first. Oh, actually, maybe I should have dropped Finest Hour, because now, next turn he can have Draining Whelk. Oh, Draining Whelk isn't the end of the world, because I could just Pariah it. Right, he's just going to Banefire it. That's fine. See, now that's actually pretty good for me, because I actually do get to resolve Finest Hour, which is pretty good against that deck. I mean, like, after that, I just need to stick a creature. I think I'd rather resolve Finest Hour than lean in Armor Guard. But, I mean, lean in Armor Guard will be good enough to just win me the game if he doesn't have an answer to it. I mean, I have Devout Invocation too, but I just don't see myself getting a lot of creatures out there. Charmbreaker Devils. That's pretty good, even with Pariah. Yeah. But I have to drop the Pariah right now. Fortunately, that deck doesn't have any bounce, I don't think, so he's just going to basically hold on to Charmbreaker Devil. It's all damage that would be dealt to me, I think, right? All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to Enchanted Creature instead. So, he can't attack me, but at the same time, I can't really attack him either. Without, I mean, I'll end up trading a creature, but, I mean, oh god. Yeah, that Charmbreaker Devils is just such a beating, because he just gets to get a spell back every turn. Yeah. So he's got Searing Spear and Banefire in hand. And now I have to trade Kiln Fiend. That's not very good either. But until he gets rid of the Charmbreaker Devils, that's fine. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I accept. I don't know why he did that. He could have just gotten so much more value out of that thing. Okay. Let's attack. I mean, I know he's going to Searing Spear my creature, but... Maybe I'm dead next turn? I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess I understand why he did what he did, but, I mean, he didn't really have to do it that way. Alright, so we are actually not in such great shape here. The one card that I have in hand doesn't really do anything right now. It'd be good to draw like a Martial Coup. Very good to draw a Martial Coup right now. Yeah, Searing Spear my guy. Get in for at least 4. If he had a Remand, that would be hilarious. He could Remand his Searing Spear back to hand and then Searing Spear it again. And then he would be able to deal 10 damage to me. But, yeah, really looking to draw that Martial Coup. Never been a better time. And he has to have exactly Cancel, otherwise he's in really bad shape. Oh god, another Finest Hour. I'm probably dead now. Do I know he has? I know he has Banefire. So he can Banefire me for 8. Yeah, and then I'm just exactly dead. That's too bad. I mean, I don't think I really could have played that game any better. His draw just beat my draw. Like, Charmbreaker Devils was good. Pariah, if I had Bant Charm instead of Pariah, then I probably would have been in better shape. I needed to draw Martial Coup right there at the end, but I could not. I mean, I just couldn't stick a creature. He had too much good removal. You know, I mean, games like that do happen, where no matter what you do, you weren't going to win. But hopefully do a little better this one. Ugh, this hand is really bad. I think I'm going to go get a second white source. It doesn't really matter because I do have Gleam of Resistance to cycle as well. But yeah, this, I mean, I'm not too fond of this hand because it really doesn't do anything, but I know my opponent's playing a slow deck, so I'll have plenty of time to do stuff. Finest Hour, I still think, even though I didn't do anything last game, is pretty good in this deck. And at least I have Wargate this time to go find something that I need. What was I going to get? Plain. Whereas, the only important thing is that I play different lands so that I can play a tricolor thing on turn 3. I'm just going to cycle this and go get my second island. So now I have 2 of everything. Alright, well, drawing lands is less than ideal. I mean, it's not the end of the world because, I mean, I am going to play all these lands and I'm going to use them. So, that's something. I'm going to drop this guy. It's not a large chance that he survives very long, but I guess he doesn't have a Searing Spear for it this turn. I don't know, he could just Banefire it next turn or something like that. But if he's Banefiring that, then he's not Banefiring other things, so. Alright, that's 4 mana. I'm going to chance this Finest Hour. He's got to cancel, he's got it, but at least that means that I get to hit for 3. Okay, so he's just going to kill my creature in response, which is fair. So my thing resolves, and yeah, man, if this thing was an instant, that'd be awesome. Cause yeah, but it's not. So I probably want to cast it this turn. This thing, cause I don't want to cast it into Draining Welk. And getting a 3-drop is basically, I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. It's just getting something that will be removed. I think it's going to be this thing. Rocksworn Monk would be good, but if he doesn't kill this thing, if he doesn't have an answer to it, then okay, he obviously has an answer. He's got 6 cards in hand, but it might not be, like, he might not have another Searing Spear, so he might, okay, so he's going to have to use a Starstorm, which is fine with me. I mean, at the same time, I could have just waited a little bit to get something better, but I don't know. Opportunity. No, why are you doing that when I'm tapped out? That's so good. Oh, he's got to discard one of them, but if he just waited, I could have Bant Charm countered it. Hopefully, I get something that I can play here. Yeah, this game's over. I needed to draw spells, and the only spell I've drawn so far is Bant Charm. Oh, I also drew this thing. But, I mean, with him at 7 cards in hand, Demonic Wall, go get back Opportunity. Or Starstorm, yeah, Opportunity. Makes sense. But I have a chance to resolve something here. There's a Martial Coup. Martial Coup doesn't really do much here for me. I think I'll hold off on it. It's a little bit risky to hold off on it because that means that I'm waiting for him to have open mana, but I mean, we're just going to counter this, obviously, but I mean, the damage is already done. He's got 6 cards in hand, I'm at 1 or 2, but one of them's useless. There's Rocksworn Monk. Resolves. I mean, I'm even wondering right now if my opponent is playing any of the Remands or Memory Lapses. He hasn't dropped one yet in 2 games. Char. That's weird. I wouldn't expect him to be playing Char. Well, I guess he's got the Kiln Fiends and probably the Wee Dragonauts too in there. There's a Pariah. No real reason to play it here. He's got 6 mana up also, so not really dropping my Martial Coup anytime soon until that changes. Well, there's another Martial Coup. Alright, fine. I don't expect this to resolve, but you never know. And even if it does, like, he has sweepers in his deck. He's got one to two sweepers, maybe. But at least I'll 1-for-1. Charmbreaker Devils. It's pretty good for him. There's a Pariah. Pariah is not really the answer that I want, though, to that thing. I mean, I wish I had just waited one more turn on the Martial Coup. Let's see. So he can, yeah, there's too many good things for him to get back for me to let this thing live. All my guys are about to die anyway if I leave it around because he's going to be able to Starstorm. He's going to be able to get back his Starstorm and then just cast it, so... I mean, I lose all my guys, but I was going to lose them anyway, so... It's not really that big of a deal. Would have been better, again, if I just waited one more turn, but... We're doing alright. I mean... He's probably got a Volcanic Fallout or a Sulphurous Blast or a something, but yeah, we're not really drawing the right cards at the right time. Wait. Okay. I should have done this last time, I guess. No, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, I mean, I just get to attack for more damage this way. Oh wow, he's charring it. Okay, I still get to hit him for another 6. Right? Yeah, let's get there. That's pretty funny. He's so confused. Finest Hour is an interesting card. But the opponent needs to draw some sort of sweeper, which shouldn't be that hard, but it sort of looks like he's playing a more aggressive version. GG. Like, I don't care that you're drawing lands. I drew lands too. Like, whenever you lose, just be gracious. I mean, like, there's no point in yelling at your opponent, you suck, you shouldn't have won if I hadn't drawn all these lands. Like, I have almost as many lands as him, and he drew, like, 12 cards. Okay, I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to, man, what are you doing? Oh, he's drawing a card. I was supposed to attack with one of them, but why are you not drawing a card? Yeah, this is actually pretty stupid, because I could have... Because if he has 2 removals... No, he has to have 3 removal spells. Does he have another remand? I don't even know what my opponent is complaining about. I drew way more lands than him. But whatever, man. Whatever works. Whatever just gets you through the day. After all, it's just a game. And he's gone. Like, he beats me in one game, and he's like, yeah, let's keep playing. But once he loses one, he just has to bounce. Cannot stand it. This guy is still chilling in a lobby. God, what an annoying person. I mean, like... I mean, I hope everything's okay in his home or something like that, and somebody didn't just murder someone and he had to run away, but seriously, outside of that, it's just really rude to stay in a lobby without any intention of playing games. You just make people waste their time. Okay, I can keep this one. Got a Bant Charm. Got... Sublime Archangel, Finest Hour. Some powerful things going on, and all my colors. So, yeah, can't really beat that. I guess I fetch this turn. Like, a reason not to fetch is because I want to draw more lands, so if I take one out of the deck, then there's less chance that I draw it. But a reason to fetch is in case I draw a Kasali Pride Mage, I can now play it. So, I'm not really sure which one's better. It's... wow. The percentages are basically... very, very slim either way that it's going to end up making a difference. But ended up making a difference there, I guess. I mean, I ended up going with the obvious play, so it wasn't really like crazy, but wow. Hunter Strength. Impressive. I have not seen that deck in a while. I mean, almost everybody's rocking the DLC, and if they're not, they're playing Absence Glory. Yeah, Gleam of Resistance. That's a good one for me. I really want to hit my next land drop, and now I not only can hit it, but I know exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Plains for a Sublime Archangel. And then hopefully the next turn I can drop a Finest Hour, and unless he's got a Bramble Crush, it's probably going to be game. What do you have, sir? Alright, Colonial Tusker. I guess if he tries to fight, I'll Bant Charm. Oh, no, it's a sorcery. I can't counter it. Oh, wait, no, but I can actually just put this on his bottom of his library. 2-for-1 ham, I think is better than just dropping the Sublime Archangel next turn. Oh, there's another Bant Charm, sweet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go fetch and play the land here, so that I can drop Finest Hour next turn if I need to, which would be a little bit. It would actually be a lot better than Sublime Archangel. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't have the same option of holding a Bant Charm, but I want to hit my land drops, if I can, and I can avoid missing one here, so may as well. This guy is an Innistrad champion. It's crazy, man. So, anyway, this past weekend was the Theros pre-release, which is the newest set that came out for Magic. It was really fun. I enjoyed myself quite a bit. I went 3-1 both days. The first day I really thought that I had a 4-0 deck, but I ended up losing in the first round due to some poor sideboarding. Ooh, Kasali Ambusher. Do you see how good this card is going to be for me? Because if he attacks me next turn, which he likely will, then I can just play this card for free. I don't need to chump block or anything. I can just play it for free, which is sweet. Because it is a creature that does stuff. It is a 2/3 reach. I mean, anyway. I really thought my deck the first day was 4-0 material, but I saw a completely different side of my opponent's deck in Game 3. And my sideboards didn't make any sense. I let him play first, which didn't make any sense. And yeah, it was very awkward. But anyway, after that, I didn't lose. And then, yep, let's drop this. Then in game, then yesterday, which was the second pre-release that I did, I obviously not going to block there. I could just Bant Charm away his Spider and kill him. Seems reasonable. I mean, I can also just kill him with Finest Hour, though. Wait, well, does Bant Charm actually kill him? Because this thing is 4, it's got Exalted, so that's 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So no, Bant Charm doesn't kill him. I don't even know if... I think Finest Hour does. He has to block the second one. No, actually, if he lets this one in, then I can just attack with all my creatures. Oh, and this makes it 9 power, so yeah. It's pretty good. Alright, it doesn't matter, because I get another attack step. And may as well just attack with this thing again. And make it a 14 power guy. So yeah, I mean, Sublime Archangel and Finest Hour win games. But these decks are way more powerful than the other ones. Anyway, as I was saying, the second day I was playing and I lost to one of my friends, which is always annoying, but because we play together to get better, and then we go to these tournaments and then we end up playing against each other again. But my opponent, I mean, he's really good, so I wasn't too upset about losing, and he played really well, and I actually played pretty poorly. In fact, I was pretty upset with how I played overall on the day 2, even though I did manage to go 3-1. My deck was pretty good, so that helped. I think I have to keep this one. It's pretty awkward that I only have 2 lands. No, it's just really awkward, actually. But I do have a few 3-drops that can help me out. So if I draw the right land, then it should work. But anyway, my opponent's playing, or it looks like he's playing, yeah, he's playing old decks, which really have a hard time competing. Outside of the top 3 from the old times, they have a hard time competing. Oh, yay. Happiness. Happiness is ensuing. I mean, my hand isn't insane against him. Rock's Warmonk would have been better than this bitch right now, because it's probably just going to eat... Actually, no, it's not just going to eat a Steering Spear, because that deck doesn't run Steering Spear. It runs 1 copy. Alright, let's just go ahead and fetch now. For a Plains. Ugh. Yawn. Sleepy. I woke up at 6:30 this morning. My sleep schedule just messed up. For absolutely no reason. Wow. Look at me go with drawing these Kasali Pride Mages on time. And why did they make Fire Waves so bad? It's just ridiculous. That deck, like, there are so many better things that they could have done with that deck. Alright, fine. I mean, Pillar of Flame it, and then you can attack me for 3 with your terrible creatures. Like, don't really care. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm nowhere near dead. I guess it is only turn 3, but... Stabilizing play next turn if he doesn't have a good burn spell. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in his deck that for 4 mana he can kill a 3/3, but... You never know, he might not have any of them. And I think it's still worth running it out. Instead of waiting until I can put some counters on it or something like that. Because that's not going to be for a very long time. Alright, my turn. Sweet, we got another land. Make sure to play the right one so that I can actually cast spells. Because all of the cards in my hand cost green, white, blue. Which is pretty funny. He doesn't have any way to kill this thing at instant speed though, which is also pretty funny. If he attacks, will I block? Probably not, because I can put 2 counters on it next turn, and I don't really have much else to do with my mana. So, and if I put 2 counters on it, then it's going to be pretty far out of range. Right, there's just a Chandra's Phoenix. I wonder if he's going to even attack. Maybe he's got a Pillar of Flame, so... Yeah, if he attacks with everything, it's tough. Because I don't really want to take 5 going down to 11. I mean, like, I can play around these burn spells next turn, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a huge tempo hit if I put the counters on it next turn and he still manages to kill it. It looks like he doesn't have the Pillar of Flame because he would have just attacked immediately, I think. Though he's been doing everything a little bit slowly. Alright, so I'm just going to actually put the counters on it here. Oh, well, this is way better than putting the counters on it. Now it's a 6/6. Although he could just kill that thing, so. Not going to attack. He doesn't even need to chump block yet, so basically just gives him free reign to charge in next turn, because I don't really have much going on for me. And there is the Magma Phoenix. That's pretty interesting. It would be a big deal if I didn't have this Bant Charm, but I have this Bant Charm, so. Obviously, he's still not going to attack. Go away. Unfortunately, I still don't have very many lands, so the Wargate is looking pretty dead for a while. I mean, I need to get to at least 3, probably 4 mana for it to be worth it. Then again, 3 might be just to get a Rock's Warmonk. So he's on 6 lands. Inferno Titan would be pretty good, because then he would be able to kill my this thing, and then deal 1 damage to this, and then attack with everything. So he'd be able to basically get through 5 damage and make me use my Bant Charm and kill one of my guys. So Inferno Titan, even though I have a removal spell, would be really good for him. Doesn't look like he's got it though. Alright, we're drawing some lands, which is good. So we can play this thing and still pump our creature. Yeah, no, I still can't attack with this thing. It would only become a 3/3, and then he could trade for any two of his guys, which probably would not work out well for me, because I'd rather just have that dude around pumping my guys +3/+3. So I can finally put some counters on this thing. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good for him here, because he gets to kill this. But alright, there's his last card. This is land. I don't know why he played it out, but I ain't complaining. I don't know why he wouldn't just do this right now. Sorry, more yawning. Yawningtons. Hopefully my tone isn't too boring or tiring just because I'm so sleepy. I don't think it is, but you never know. It's hard to tell on these kind of things. Attacking here with everything is an interesting play because, yeah, he wants me to... Alright, well... I don't really get that attack. Maybe I just trade for... No. Okay, I don't. Not even close. Oh, yeah, no, he can't. He still can't kill this. I mean, I hope he tries to. That'd be sweet. Extra value. Oh, come on, man. Like, just in that single play, he made it so that I can't consider him a good player anymore. Is he just dead? 8, 9, 10. No, I can hit it for 15, though. If I wanted to. Instead, I'll probably just attack with both of these two things. Oh, okay. Yeah. Rafik it is. And Exalted. I'm 1 point of damage short of killing him, though. That's too bad. Or, I mean, 1 point of power, 2 points of damage. It's a pretty big life swing. Just charging for 18. And I guess I had a bunch of power on board anyway, but yeah. It'd be pretty hard for him to come back from this one. Does that deck even run like Earthquake? I doubt it. It doesn't have any good cards. But yeah, we're going to be able to take this one down, it looks like. Defeat the Innistrad champion. Yep, he's bouncing. And just charging with everything, as it usually does. Whatever, doesn't matter. Actually, oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Just being silly. May as well just attack with everything to avoid the trigger. I also could have Bant Charmed his guy to avoid the block step, but that doesn't actually take longer than Bant Charm does. Anyway, we played some games, we won some, we lost some. We won more than we lost less than we won. So, I don't know. I mean, I also won more without this deck being built this way. And I guess my opponent in the next two games wasn't that great, and his decks weren't that good. Probably never gonna, or not never gonna lose, but I mean, just so many of the original decks are so outclassed by, like, I mean, this one, and like those four, they just beat most of the decks. And I guess this one does too. I mean, man, it's funny because card synergy, like the way that it happened is I took out the card synergy, I added in some flexibility, slowed down the speed, and added in creature size. So basically, the stars that they gave are completely backwards for how I have the deck, which is pretty ironic. I wonder how they... Creature size, very, very small. Deck flexibility, very, very high. Speed is like 1, or like, I don't even know if you can give it a star. I don't know, I guess that's pretty interesting. I never really look at these. Yeah, card synergy. Deck speed 2 stars? What are they expecting? Are they expecting, like, I guess they want you to run, like, Slate of Ancestry, which is super slow. Ambush Commander. Seedborn Muse, like, for combos, and, like, just drop a Coat of Arms and turn 25 and then win the game. I don't know. Playing Biorhythm, like, seriously? Is anybody playing that card? I don't know. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.